Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this player, Anthony Gordon, is someone who's really...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Going for goal! Oh, he's found him in space! This time, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Tell actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Doggy. Oh, he's in! He can get that clear. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Gallagher. And here's Solanke! And another crack at goal. It's been a high-tempo start.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
That's really well cleared. And it's Udogie. Oh, it's come loose. Cleared without complication. Gallagher. Bentancur. And here's Solanke. Chance, surely! And Solanke! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That has been knocked clear. Udogie. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Gallagher. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Gallagher. That's a good... Solanke! Played into the middle. And they've got a throw. And they've got rid. Bruno Guimaraes. Tell. It's anyone's ball now. João Palhinha. That's a nicely weighted pass. João getting this one clear. João Palhinha. And here's Solanke. And that has been clubbed away. Gordon. Romero makes the interception. Bentancur. Oh, that's a nice ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Linton. And here's Murphy. Murphy played out towards the right wing. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's Hall. Linton. Linton! Hits off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Gallagher. Tell. Great work on the overlap. Udogie. Cross in, looks like a good one. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Livramento. Moved on forwards. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Ball is over the line. Lovely feet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Solanke. Bentancur. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Solanke, and he's managed to get free. And it's Udogie. Udogie stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Livramento. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Van der Ven. Aim forwards. Palhinha, gently done. That has been cut short. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall driven forward. Udogie. João Palhinha. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side is...
And Solanke! Jacob Murphy, and it's played forward.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Gallagher, forwards and with intent. Solanke, there's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Bruno Guimaraes tries to dink it through. Gallagher. Gallagher shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. And it's Bentancur. Bentancur. Gallagher. Chance for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Solanke, backward it goes. Gallagher! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pope, oh, that is asking for trouble. Cleared away. Udogi. Gallagher. And here's Solanke. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for the shot. It's a loose ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. Bentancur, and it's lofted through here. Corner it is. Pedro Porro plays it short, showing good feet. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Jacob Murphy. Bruno Guimaraes. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. It's just beyond his reach. Pedro Porro. He's looking unstoppable. He's found a way through. It's a mighty effort. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gallagher. Solanke. And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Hall. Linton. Xiao. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Caught offside that time. Gallagher. Bentancur. Oh, they could break here. Gordon. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bruno Guimaraes. Botman, oh, good-looking ball. And it's played forward. Pedro Porro. Toe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Van der Ven, gently done. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. Cross goes in there. Oh, he's there to get rid. Forward it goes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bentancur. João Palhinha. Bruno Guimaraes is onto it in a flash. Pedro Porro. Searching pass he's played there. Xiao clears it away. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. Oh, a delicate chip through. Clearly not happy with that. Gallagher. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hall forwards and with intent. Romero. Nice control, played in with purpose. Willock getting this one clear. And here's a big chance! Decent enough try.
Solanke really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And here's Solanke. Pedro Porro. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Pedro Porro. tries a measured ball. Udogi. Oh, nice touch. Gallagher. Botman. Moved on forwards. And here's Gordon. And he's running through. Goes for goal! Oh, bang on target. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Gallagher. Gallagher shifted upfield. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Murphy, aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Willock looking to get on the end of this. Bentancur. Tell. And here's Solanke. Bruno Guimaraes with a definite foul there. Spectacular save! He's done very well to get to that.
Pedro Porro really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Botman played up towards the front line. Bentancur. Tell. And he shoots! Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. It's an inviting looking ball that. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Udogi. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Tell. Gallagher. Udogi. Gallagher. Now this could be... And the shot! Quality ball. Bentancur. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Linton. Cleared away. João Palhinha. Romero. Gallagher. João Palhinha. Palhinha, gently done. Caresses it through. Chow attempts a clearance. Punched away. And it's Bentancur. Bentancur looking here to chip it through. And it's played forward. Short changes him with that pass. Gallagher. João Palhinha. Van de Ven. Not the most accurate pass. João Palhinha. And here's Solanke. And Solanke! Denied by an instinctive save.
Solanke is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. And here's Bentancur. That is Gallagher. Murphy proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Back into the middle. João Palhinha. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Oh, brilliant save by Pope. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Jacob Murphy. Livramento. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gallagher. Tell. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's been repelled. And he's straight offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Willock. Tries a shot! Goal! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Bentancur. Played out to the right. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Well read, nice interception. Solanke. Bentancur. And that's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's played forward, calmly anticipates. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. And here's Solanke. Solanke! And that has been cleared. And it's João Palhinha. Takes the shot! And somehow it stayed out. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. Udogi. Gallagher. Tell. Bentancur. Now he's got space here. Has a look and plays it forward. Played back to the goalkeeper. Romero. Aim forwards. Udogi. Van de Ven. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. João Palhinha. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, brilliant save by Pope! Joelinton, gently done. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hall, that's a sharp pass. Van de Ven. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And here's Solanke. Tell! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Thiaw shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gordon! What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And he's there to get it away. Botman forwards and with intent. Bruno Guimaraes. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. And we're underway again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
João Palhinha. Gallagher. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gallagher. Tell. Willock. Jacob Murphy. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Murphy. Murphy's cross. Oh, what a climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Udogi. Tell. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's really well manoeuvred. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gears here. Tell. Now it's Solanke. João Palhinha. Bentancur. And it's João Palhinha. Gallagher. João Palhinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Over to the left. Now that's well seen too. Romero. Gallagher. Joelinton shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Gallagher. Kudus. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that'll be a goal kick. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Udogi. Gallagher. Udogi. Tell. Hit into the middle. Botman clears it away. There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Kudus certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Botman, aim forwards, gets it away. Romero, Van de Ven, gently done. Bentancur, moved on forwards. Livramento goes forward. Willock, and it's played forward, and he's there to clear it, and it's Livramento. Livramento's cross, defending of the desperate variety. Murphy, Pedro Porro tries to clear. Joelinton. Willock. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Livramento. Solanke. And reclaimed it in a trice. Romero. Tell. Udogi. Gallagher. Bentancur. Gallagher. And here's Tell. Tell! Oh, brilliant save by Pope!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And it's Udogi. Solanke under intense pressure.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Chance! Tell. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And here, and Solanke! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Bentancur, that's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Murphy spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Hall. And that's a throw-in. And it's Willock. Hall has it in a wide position. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bentancur did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro Porro. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kudus. And here's Solanke. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Bentancur. Gallagher. Bentancur. Pedro Porro tries a cross. And here's Gallagher. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Crossed into the middle. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Romero moved on forwards. Udogi. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they maybe won.
Tell! Oh, brilliant save by Pope! Solanke. Hall shifted upfield. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Alex Willock. Livramento. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Willock. And that has been knocked clear. Gallagher. He's got away. And here's Solanke. And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. João Palhinha. And here's Bentancur. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hall forwards and with intent. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Linton. Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
keeper's dealt with that. Out for a throw. Livramento. Willock's cross. Van der Ven with the clearance. It's run loose here. Botman aim forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Tell. Udogi. Oh, that's neat. There are a few waiting for it. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. It'll be a throw-in. Romero. Tell. And here's Solanke.
Solanke really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento, gently done. And he's there to clear it. Tell. Romero. Tell. And here's Solanke. Now it's Kudus. Played into space. Solanke shoots! Hall. That's really well manoeuvred. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Tell. Gallagher. So who's he picking out? Udogi gets a cross in. And a shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Tell really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Xiao clears it away. Oh, that's nice. Up he goes! And that was very necessary. And it's Bentancur. Xiao attempts a clearance. Out towards the flank. That's good play. And here's Solanke. Hall. And it's played forward. Joelinton shifted upfield. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Gordon, played out wide. Joelinton played out to the left flank. Out to the left it goes. Gordon's cross. Looking for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kudus absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Murphy. Bentancur. Murphy. Hull have it back and can go again. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gordon! And here's Joe Linton. Murphy. Decent chance! No, not quite.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Van der Ven, gently done. Gallagher, forwards and with intent. Tell. João Palhinha. Udogi. João Palhinha. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Van der Ven. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And here's Solak, and the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Oh, can he get onto this? Gallagher. And it's Kudus. Takes a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Van der Ven. Kudus. And here's Gallagher. Out to the right. Climbs up big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that has been knocked clear and claimed it back swiftly.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Romero cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Bentancur. Gallagher.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Solanke.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Willock aim forwards.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
They get a throw in. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that has been cleared.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He has found the way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Solanke. And Solanke! And he hits the net. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Romero. That's really well manoeuvred. Livramento, gently done. Romero. Davis. Romero. Murphy. Willock. Deftly away and reclaimed it in a trice. So time is nearly up. One final twist perhaps. Hall knocks it out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Very much into the last knockings. Van der Ven getting this one clear.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Romero. João Palhinha. Now it's Solanke. Ambitious ball here. Livramento clears it away. Throw in. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and As a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Odobert. João Palhinha. And here's Solanke. Bentancur. That is lovely. João Palhinha. Odobert. Kudus. Real chance! It's a clearance, but not much of one. And it's João Palhinha. Kudus. Van de Ven. Odobert. Solanke. Gallagher. João Palhinha.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Joelinton gets it away. Shoots! That is Gallagher. João Palhinha. Odobert. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bentancur. Into stoppage time. Very little left on it. And it's Willock. And he cuts out the supply. Gallagher. Kudus. Gallagher. Davis. João Palhinha. Solanke. Kudus. Solanke. He's having a shot! Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Davis. Gallagher. Bentancur. Odobert. Into the channel. Davis. Crosses it in. Bruno Guimaraes attempts a clearance. Botman shifted upfield. Romero. João Palhinha. Thinks one through. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win.